Well, let's see if that works for now.
I just see the video of that prank call space.
That what?
The prank
All right.
call.
Oh.
Having to make an adjustment on the fly, so see how that
Yeah,
works.
go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Do you, boo boo?
No, you streaming in 180p? Look like a little Lego action figure on the screen.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Who knows, dude?
I don't know.
You say 180p?
180p? Dude, this is awesome, dude.
At least nobody's dropping frames.
There you go. Everybody's mad at this kid, dude. That's so fucking wild,
What
Jiminy.
kid?
The kid that prank called Sanders, you know? But it's like, man, you know, remember those guys that pranked that one baseball team? They called the dugout and they told them to put someone on. They found out the dugout. Yeah, and they did it. They did it. They really just thought that.
Boy, they're losing so bad anyways.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like I get it. It's kind of like fucked up or whatever, but it was like there was no way the draft was going to end and Sanders not be picked, right? Have a little fun, fuck with him a little bit. If it was me, I'd be pissed, but it's not me. So.
All right, so who do we have as duos?
You got me and Jiminy.
Myself and Honey.
And is that it? That's the only duels?
I mean, I can go solo.
Why would you do that, Sarge? Why are you trying to fuck with me?
You know,
because it'd be funny.
Sarge,
What'd I do to
you
you?
did spend 20,000 ducats to go for another belt. You sure you want to?
Yeah. You know what? I may fuck
I'm not
with you.
going to win it.
Okay,
I'm
you know
just,
what?
you
You know what? Okay, Jiminy, we may just throw this one. I'm gonna fuck with you then. I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna make you spend 20,000 ducats for God all fucking nothing. So,
Nah.
how was that wedding today, sir?
It was great. I just heard about it.
Food, you didn't go?
No.
I say he didn't go. Rain!
Rain's in here?
No, she's in the chat.
Oh.
All right, so
Who's that, sir?
so we got
No.
Honey and Mick against Space and Jiminy.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
Quick round. Where? Oh, I gotta join, dude.
First to 8 wins it.
First to 8. It's just one round, right? Like 8. Oh, yeah, I know what we're playing.
Know the rules here.
Duel Championship, a 2v2 gunfight tournament.
2v2 gunfight. The preliminary stages is whoever gets to 5 first. But we're skipping that. There's no preliminary round because there's only 2 teams. So we're doing championship round. First to 8 wins the dual championship belt. We'll see how it goes. Allow me to set up a private match. Oh, I gotta do this too. Alright, hold on. Uno momento, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta figure out the map on this. Come on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and spin the circle as to what map they will be on. Warhead. I think they had Warhead, I think that was the final last time. I believe that was the final last time. All right. All right, we're gonna get started. Let me make sure they're all ready to go.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Probably put
the
the
map
picture
is
away.
Warhead. I believe
Alright.
you guys are familiar with that. You fought on that map the last time in the final.
There you go.
So,
Oh, okay.
best
Oh,
of
I
luck to
remember
you,
that.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. This is not the preliminary. This is the championship. Space getting a kill on Mick there. They got one more. Jiminy looking around trying to find honey. Space looking around trying to find honey. First one to 8. Jiminy hears something. He notices Honey's up there. Honey gets the kill on Jiminy there. Space ends up getting the finish though. Takes it 1-0. Just pick. Jiminy, Space, looking around. Somebody's throwing grenades. A little bit of fireworks. Space sees Honey. Is able to get that? No, he isn't. Jiminy sees sees Mick and gets Mick, and now it's down to Honey once again against Space and Jiminy. Honey gets Jiminy again. Space and Honey matching up against one another. We had a nice little fight here between these two in the Continental Championship last month. Space gets the upper hand right there, takes Honey out, and they're up 2-0. You have a 2-0 lead here in favor of Jiminy and Space Marine. Jiminy looking up there, sees somebody. Not quite sure who it is. Throws a grenade, doesn't get any action there. Slides in there, tries to get some shots, but there's nobody there. Space getting a kill on Honey, and now they have a 2-1 advantage again. For the third game in a row. Mick gets the kill on Space. Now Jiminy is matched up against the Mick. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna walk away? This is very important. Mick needs to get this to cut the deficit to 1. But is Jiminy gonna get the upper hand and take it? Oh, he sees. He gets the upper hand, and he's giving himself and Space a commanding 3-0 lead here in the dual championship match. Unbelievable. Disconnecting. It's not running on anybody's end. Jimmy trying to get some headshots there on Honey, can't quite do it. Space able to take out Mick, and then Honey's able to take out Space. Jiminy sees Honey and takes her out. 5-0. Shoots Honey right in her ass. Sees a shadow. Space sees a shadow over there. Decides not the way. Then he sees somebody up top. Throws some shots over at Honey. Can't quite hit her. Oh, Space throwing some shots over at Mick and Honey. Doesn't get any of the hits, but Jiminy wraps around and gets Honey. He sees Mick, starts throwing shots at Mick. Can't quite the finish there. But does get the pistol shot and takes out Mick, and it's 6-0. A commanding lead here for Jiminy and Space.
5 kills, getting loose.
Space trying to throw an axe on somebody. Jiminy having to reload his pistol. Mick can't quite hit any of those shots. Space takes out Mick. Honey takes out Jiminy. Now it's down to Honey and Space. We've seen this battle before at the Continental Championship belt. Space. Jiminy. With the upper hand right now. 6-0. Space knows where she's at. Maybe he doesn't. He's trying to figure it out. Oh, Honey finally putting herself and Mick on the board.
They're done.
Tell you what.
Let's see.
6-4. Fuck is up with this bitch? Hardy and Mick mounting an epic comeback. Space, Mick, trade kills. Now it's down to Honey and Space. This is a massive, massive play right here in Space, bringing himself and Jiminy one win away from capturing the dual championship belt. Match point. Spacey and somebody throws a grenade in hopes of maybe doing some damage. It does so, gets a kill on Mick. They're 1